Hello, my dear students. Even today, I will be discussing about sociology, okay, about for class 11, okay, which is your third unit. Okay, today we will be discussing about the third unit. We have discussed some of the topics under this unit 3, okay, which is your social institutions. And uh, we had a small discussion about family. We have discussed about the definition of a family, right? So I will not go so much into detail about that particular of those topics, okay? But I would like to discuss about the types of family, okay? When we talk about the types of family, we can see, mostly we can see that there are two types, okay? One is a small family, one is a big family. That is what we can see. And under this small family, we can call it as nuclear family. A nuclear family is a type of family where, the parents and the children, who are not unmarried children, okay, is what we can find. Or even, a parent, the parents with or without children, okay. And if they have children, okay, the children are not married, okay. So those type of family is called as nuclear family, okay. It starts from your page number 32, okay, 32, your fourth paragraph, okay, your fourth paragraph, kindly refer to your textbook as I explain it to you, okay. Now, so the nuclear family is a group of persons, okay, in your textbook it's mentioned something like this, okay, consisting of husband, wife, and their unmarried children. The children are not married and they stay together under a roof, and this is called as the nuclear family. And here, this is a basic grouping of mates and their offsprings. Mates in the sense the husband and wife, offsprings is their children. Okay, so that is the group of people which lives under this. Okay, and thus, like I've mentioned, it's one of the smallest composite unit. Okay, which we find now. Here, we can also see that, okay, there may also be supplemented nuclear family, okay, supplemented nuclear family, no? Under this, okay, supplemented nuclear family, a widowed parent may be, excuse me, the husband or the wife. For example, the husband's wife has passed away, the mother has passed away in the family, or the father has passed away in the family, where the father is alone or the wife is alone, with the children, okay, with their children. So that is called that can be considered as supplemented, okay, supplemented nuclear family. A widowed parent of the husband or his younger brothers and sisters as residents. Okay, so those can be considered, okay, yeah, widowed parent of the husband, okay, of the husband or his younger brothers and sisters as resident. Okay, so the parents, of the husband, okay, or his younger brothers and the sisters are also living along with them. Okay, so along with that, those are the other examples here. Now, here it says that the nuclear family consists of married couple and unmarried offspring, which we have discussed here. The daughter are given away at wedding. Okay, so those are some of the practices which we see among the nuclear family also. The sons after the marriage, they establish their own nuclear family. So that is the distinction which we find among the male and the female. It is a custom, social custom, which we believe that, okay, the daughter is being, it's been given to marriage to a particular guy, to another family, and the male, okay, the son will start a family on his own, a nuclear family on his own. That is what it means here. And thus, we can also see the two kinds of nuclear families here. Family of orientation. The family of orientation is a family where you are born and raised up. Okay, and that is the reason why you call it as a family. The another one is called as family of procreation. Procreation means you are married to someone. Okay, you're married to someone. Here, the family which the individual establishes by way of marriage. By marriage, you have this kind of family. Okay, is the family of procreation. It includes the married couples and their offspring. Means a new family. This type of family has been started because of marriage. The another one, family of orientation is a family which is started because you are born and raised up in that particular family. So that is the difference between these two. Now, the next one is a joint family. Joint family, when we talk about this, the word itself, we used to think that it's a huge family. Yes, it's a big family where the parents, the parents live alone with their children who are basically married. Okay, who are married. Now, that is those type of family are called as joint family. Okay, and under this family system, they live under a common roof, which we have, which we know, right? And you also share a common kitchen. Okay, the customs and traditions, even the culture of the family is passed on from the older folks, to the younger ones. Okay, to their grandchildren. That is what we can say in simple words. Okay, so this type of family is called as joint family. Even economically, they depend on each other. Okay, they have their own contribution to the family. Everything they do is for the family. The property that they own is also for the family. See, so this type of practice, this type of family is called as joint family. Okay, this type of family is called as the joint family. Now, joint family is one of the trademark or the hallmark of the Indian society, Now, social functions. What are some of the social functions of the family? How does it function? What are its functions here? Okay, for example, the hand, the function of the hand, right? The function of the leg. Same way, what is the social function? How does it functions in the society? That's a family. Now, there are various ideas which has been given here, but the first, okay, satisfaction of sex, which is given in your page number 33. It's about making love. When we're talking about satisfaction of sex, the sexual relationship between the husband and the wife, and because of this family also, it gives you a clear idea, that this kind of relationship can be enjoyed between two individuals only. Okay, so in that way, a clear picture or a clear line is being demarcated. Okay, it's being demarcated between the couples with the other couples. Okay, so it's a line of demarcation. Along with that, it also fulfills the physical desires of the human beings. Okay, satisfaction of sex, that is what it means here. Now, the next is procreation and rearing. Okay, so family, is one where an individual is born, right? And when an individual is born, you don't just leave the baby like that. The baby or the child needs the care of the parents, of the family, to look after him or her. And that is the reason why it says that most of the time when a child or a student or an individual misbehaves in the society, we talk about the family first. What kind of background is he or she, has been brought up from, right? So that is the reason why family, is one where we are procreated and reared. In the sense, we are being raised up, right? So that is what it means here. So also taking care, training and socialization are the basic functions of the family. Means taking care of the individual, nurturing him all the valuable lessons of the society, and rearing him up, and bringing him up according to the needs of the society. So those are some of the things which we teach the individuals here. The family alone can lay the foundation of individual's personality. Means the first group of people that they come in contact is the family when a child is born. And from those people, they learn all the good things, and also, if they have to learn something even more than that, they learn from the family first. And that is the reason why it says that individual's personality is built in the four corners of the family. Now, the next function, okay, is the provision of a home. Okay, provision of a home. Now, when we talk about the provision of a home, we are not just talking about family. In a family we live in a house. No, it's not just like that. family is the provision of a home. It connotes the idea of love, joy, sympathy, okay, etc. So whenever we have any sorrows, any, if we are feeling down, parents are the first people, or our siblings are the first people with whom we share our love, with whom we share our sympathy, with whom we share our grievances to the family, right? So it says that it is a provision of home. It is not just like any other house where, you just, you just gather, you just eat and then you just disperse. No, it's not like that. Along with the food that you share, you also share love, joy, laughter, pain, sometimes, a little bit of misunderstandings and everything. So it runs in the family. That is the reason why it is called as, one of the function is called as the provision of a home. The next is the economic function. This is also very important. Economic function. First, we're talking about the husband and the wife. They depend on each other. Okay, they have their own role to play in the family. Along with that, they have to earn for the family. In most of the families today, we can see that it's mostly nuclear family, and in a nuclear family, we can also see that the husband is also working, the wife is also working, and then they help each other in that particular manner. The second thing is that it also, it also fulfills the need of the children. It also fulfills the needs of the children when they go to school, when they go to get a, college degree, or for various reasons, the economically, the children also depend on their parents. That is the reason why there is also economic function of the family here, okay? Now, economic needs motivate men and women to form the family. See, in order to fulfill the economic needs, okay? For example, you want to start a family, and while you start a family, you support each other economically, and then you are able to fulfill all your, all your desires. That is what it means here. Now, the next is education. Another important function of the family is education here. Now, we're not just talking about the formal education which is given in the colleges and also in the schools. It's not like, you're sitting in the four corners of the world and teachers teaching and all those stuff. No, I'm talking about the informal, and formal education, where you are taught all the habits, the good manners, how to be yourself in the society. You learn it from your parents first, right? And you are taught by your parents how to, behave with your friends, how to behave, how to respect your elders, right? How to obey the rules of the society, right? The family, teaches the individual all those things. And those are informal education, and those are some of the tools, okay, through which, he or she survives in the society. The next is health care, okay? The family takes care of the health of its members. I'm very sure, almost all our parents are also doing the same, right? So the parents, take care of the health care of the families. The family takes care of all those responsibilities. It provides protection against disease and everything, right? The sick member, and along with that, when the women in the family or the mother in the family is going to, is pregnant with a child, okay? What happens is that the family takes care of her, right? And along with that, if after the child has been born, even the woman is also taken care of, right? So all those needs, all those healthcare, all those healthcare is been taken care by the family itself. Now, the next is social control. In every society, in every institution, we need this social control. Until and unless we have social control, it is very difficult. It is very difficult for bringing an individual to the right direction. That is what it means here. Now, it preserves and transmits the culture to the new generation. The family regulates the behavior of its members through the process of internalization of social norms. Okay, internalization of social norms. That is what it means here. Okay. Now, what happens is that the individuals are asked to follow some rules and regulations where they have to accept it. Okay, they have to accept it and they have to use it, right? So that there will be betterment of the society. So there are so many instances when a parent, will teach their children in order to be in the right track. Sometimes, he might even ask you to do some works for in so that you will behave yourself, right? So there are various tasks through which we are being controlled by the family so that we will be better individuals, right? The next is religious functions. Now, those religious functions are performed together by the family. For example, the religious occasions such as the Christmas for the Christians, right? Or Diwali for the Hindus, and also the Good Friday, and all those festivals, religious functions which is there, are celebrated together by the family. Okay. Now, the religious virtues and the principles of righteousness, service to man, and human welfare, etc., are taught through religious practices. See, so in order to behave, in order to control himself, religion also plays a very important role in imparting those ideas to the individuals here. Okay, and thus family conceives all those ideas. Okay, so all the religion has has something good stored for the individuals. That is what it means here. The next is recreation. Okay, recreation. Now, during those, the family performs recreational functions. The common residence provides scope for recreational activities. Means the family stays together, okay, and also not just staying together, but they have fun with each other. They have this feeling of belongingness within the members of the family. The members of the family satisfy their recreational needs by participating in various ceremonies, right? For example, birthdays, right? Now, the parents will organize a small party for their children so that that particular individual enjoys her or his or hers, his or her birthday, right? So all those type of recreational functions, right, which is there in the society, which is being celebrated by the family, so that there is this recreation, or maybe family going out for dinner, or the family going out to the movies, right? So all those things, functions, are celebrated by the family as a whole, right? So that there is it's not just all about sitting and doing nothing together, but doing together and having fun. Is also a part of the function of the family. Okay, that is what it means here. Now, more than any other grouping, family exerts a stable and intimate, far-reaching influence, right? So family is one of the institution, one of the basic institution, because it brings the members of the family together, and the bond is very strong, and that is the reason why they say that we have intimate relationship. Okay, intimate relationship. And this type of relationship has a huge influence over the newborn child in the family. Okay, and thus, as he or she grows in the society, it has a very big impact on the personality of that particular individual. So like I've mentioned before, if that particular child is behaving in a very different way, we talk about the upbringing, right? And if that particular individual is doing something very good in the society, we also talk about the family, right? So that is the reason why family is one institution where you have very intimate relationship among the members. Okay, and through this, okay, he learns how to socialize in the society, and that way they help each other in bringing or in achieving peace and harmony in the society. Okay, so in the next class we will be discussing about kinship. Kinship is all about the relationship. Some of the relationship are built through blood, some of the relationship are built because of marriage, some through adoption, right? So there are different types of kinship also. Okay, so we have an interesting topic coming up in the next class. So with that, I would like to conclude our classes for today. Thank you so much.